Aries placements, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. So this is going to be for November 23rd through the 30th. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, which means not all the messages are going to resonate. Information on personal readings will be in the description box below. I do also have a manifestation oils for sale. I have one for attracting romantic and platonic love towards self-love, one for spiritual DNA activations and just activating anything related to your crown chakra. I have one for financial abundance and money, which is my personal favorite, and one for protection. So I'm going to put on the spiritual DNA oil. Just all you need is 2 drops. One bottle will last you like 2 to 3 months, and I guarantee, just choose one that's most prominent to you at this time. So if you've been having financial problems, then go ahead and choose the money. As soon as I put it on, I'll usually make the exact same amount that I spend on that day, rather than the days where I don't put any of that oil on. So it definitely works. I also had a situation where I went out of town. We all went to the club. I was probably the youngest out of the group, or there's just certain times where I just look really young. They carded everyone but me, and at the end of it, people were just looking at me like, why did they, single us out, and you're the only one that got to be able to go through the door? And in my mind, I'm just like, it's because I was wearing my oils. Also had a situation where these cops were harassing people. I had my protection oil on, and I swear it's like they couldn't even see me. Like, these cops were like walking right past through me. It was almost like I was invisible. It was so strange. But go ahead and check out those oils. They all have great reviews. So yeah, let's take a look and see what Aries placements have going on. We have the Queen of Swords. Amazing. I have Aries placements, so I know exactly what this is talking about. The Empress, the Moon, 5 of Swords, the Hermit energy, 4 of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Fool. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, there's someone that sees you as a rival. This person had been sending either energetic attacks or just trying to conspire behind your back in some way. Whoever this snake is, they've been caught. They've also been exposed within the community. So if this was someone that you had mutual friends with, or you were in the same environment, their tactics have now backfired, and now people are looking at this person like they're a liar. They're someone who has no form of integrity, and someone that does not have self-control. So any tactics that any prior people from the past that have been working on you within the last 2 years, it's all backfiring. And as the Empress energy is here, you're also showing up as either the divine feminine if you're feminine energy, or divine masculine if you resonate with, male. And with the Empress, it's like you are embodying all 4 queens or all 4 kings in one deck in this moment. Within the 23rd and the 30th, you're going to be in your full power. So what you have to watch out for is energetic attacks, or people that are going to come in simply to just suck on your life force because they can see that you're vibrating high. And that's when all these distractions will come in. I also see you having an option between 2 different lovers. One of them is someone who's now guarded. Like, this could be a past person who you guys have been separated for a while. You've actually blossomed since you two have been apart, and now you have a romantic love interest coming into the picture, and this might actually end up being the one, or this is someone who's divinely guided, and now you're going to have a choice between the past and the present or the future, depending on whether this person is in your life now. If your new partner or your new prospect or love interest is already in your life, then this is happening in the present moment. However, if this hasn't occurred, behind the scenes, the divine is trying to get you some form of new love because you've been passing all the tests. It's like the universe has been sending you karmic people, karmic connections, toxic individuals to see, okay, well, has the Aries placement learned their lesson? Do they know exactly what it is that they want, or are they going to entertain these people or situations that no longer resonate with them? You've been passing with flying colors, also resting at the end of the day, and I feel like you've learned to kind of tame your intrusive thoughts. You've learned how to find peace of mind and tranquility through turbulent energies and emotions. And I feel like anyone that tried to put you in this energy of defeat, they're now seeing exactly how strong you are. I feel like your identity is now being revealed to the people that are around you. So if they thought you were just some pushover or some person that, they can pull the wool over and lie to, deceive, steal, and cheat on, people are finally seeing the truth for what it is. There's something about this full moon coming up within the next, the next week or two. This full moon is going to illuminate a lot of secrets that were hidden behind the scenes as well. You're going to see people's light. Exactly. You're going to see their demons. I see elevation in your spiritual gifts as well. A keen sense of discernment that's going to be heightened between the 23rd and the 30th. So continue to love yourself. self-care, self-love, self-admiration. Continue to put the focus solely on self, and in a way other people will benefit from that, because when you're at your highest vibration, that's when you can put out the best energy to the individuals around you, and you're not projecting any of your hurt or anger on the ones that you love. Because with the Fool card, there's going to be a risk coming up. Some of you, this will be a chance to travel. If you've been wanting to travel, this opportunity is going to come in, but the window will be very small. So you'll have to decide, am I going to take this risk, or will I let this opportunity pass me by? So if there is an opportunity coming in for you, take it. With the Five of Swords, this is also the energy of you defeating your enemies without even having to really do much. It's like playing chess with a bunch of people that were unaware of whatever game was playing. So those that thought that they were getting one up over on you, at the end of the day, they may have won small battles, but you end up winning the war. And you left two people behind feeling devastated. So this could have been two people that were conspiring to steal from you, or just to be able to pull the wool over your eyes so that they can get whatever benefits that come with you. Because what people don't understand is, by being around a divine masculine or a divine feminine, not only do you get blessings and luck, but you also get energetic protection. So you have to be aware of toxic people that come around you. Sometimes they just want to rub their bad karma off onto you, because energetically they know this is someone who's divinely guided. This is someone who has supreme protection. So regardless of what you're up against, whether it's the system, whether it's the government, whether it's an institution, a principality, or a specific person, or a group of people, you will always have supreme protection. And this is something that you must remember, because I feel like you will be tested in certain predicaments in the future. And with the Lovers, you are someone who I feel has a very strong connection to the divine, or your faith is very strong. It's almost like unwavering. And there's a person that you're going to attract who's going to have their eyes all on you. So if in the past you have been constantly left behind, if you're being constantly put in third-party situations where you get your heart broken, the person that you're with isn't taking you seriously, they're not taking the connection seriously, that's all changing now, because this is a time for you to progress forward. From what I'm seeing, this person can come into your life within the next 4 to 9 weeks. This is the holiday season, so it's kind of tricky around this time. Karmic cycles will be ending. Certain relationships that have, been dwindling will be finally dissolved around this time. So that's why I'm seeing like the 9 weeks time frame. That's if this person isn't in your life. However, some of you, the one that is going to be assigned to you to help you grow within the next 4 years is already in your life now. So don't take anyone for granted. You'll automatically know when you meet this person, because you'll be extremely drawn to them. You won't be able to stop thinking about them. It might even feel slightly obsessive in a way, but that's just the divine's way of keeping you and this person's energetic cord attached, regardless of how many options are in between the both of you. So let's see. Aries placements. What do you guys need to know? Why is this Queen of Swords here? Eight of Cups. Wow. So there was someone here that was just completely reckless with their sexual energy. Like, if this was a man, this Queen of Swords, this is the type of man that would go off and sleep with anyone. They would especially sleep with people who are in positions of power, because, they're money hungry, power hungry, very selfish, very greedy. This is someone that will fold at the first sign of attention. This person was keeping you stuck energetically and mentally in some way. So this could have been a lover that was stringing you along, knowing off the bat that they didn't want what you wanted, but because they saw you as a valuable asset, they figured that they could milk you for all that you had while still entertaining people on the side. And it may have worked for some of you up to even 8 years. If that happened, just know this person's going to pay for it. But what this ex or past person from the past didn't realize is that everything that they were doing to you, it was all being seen and like notated within the Akashic records. And at some point in time, there was going to be a transit that would bring all of that energy right back to them. And now this King of Wands, they're stuck in the same predicament that they tried to put you in. So they essentially dug a hole for you and fell right in it. And what's even more difficult for this person is that now they're in some form of like spiritual or even physical jail, where anything that they try to produce or manifest, it's automatically getting knocked down because of what they tried to do to you. They're unable to move on from the past. So if this is a player who was used to getting what they wanted, used to having multiple options, they tried to discard you, just like how they discarded all of their other previous partners, previous, friends with benefit situations. and now this person's stuck. They're actually stuck on you. They're realizing that they're now in love with you. They're realizing that they messed with the wrong one, and now this person wants to reunite, even though they left you behind either for a number of years. They've had multiple partners since you guys have been in separation, but they're unable to move on from you. And when it comes to this Empress energy, look, the Empress again, we have double confirmation here. You are in your full power. There's nobody that can come in and rock your boat. You've been through way too much. You've seen people's tactics. Like, you can now read a person just by looking at them and looking at their eyes. You can almost like scan their energetic body patterns and even see the tendencies, or, you know, the generational karma that they're attracting. You also have the ability to manifest using nature, or like using the elements. Like for me, if I'm in a bad mood, I already know it's going to be cloudy that day, or if I start crying, it's going to start drizzling out of nowhere. So you guys may have that ability as well, where you have a very strong connection to Mother Gaia, and so the elements and nature itself will also affect you. Really just pay attention to that. You'll notice something. And with the Two of Wands, whatever it is that you were having a hard time moving on from, whether it was a person that you were holding on to, you were forced to release this situation, even though it did cost you a massive loss. Some of you had to start from the ground up, because whoever you were connected to, they kind of took you for everything that you had, or they broke you down so badly that you had to start from scratch, and you had to pick the pieces up of your heart and glue them back together, essentially, is what I'm seeing. And now you've recovered. You're actually stronger than you've ever been, ever. And now the divine is sending you someone who's going to balance the scales. So if there was an ex who was comfortable and they just felt content with the fact that you've been single for so long, or that there's been no one really there to fill their spot, this person is about to have a rude awakening. Because look, we have the King of Wands, this player who's standing up, who, you know, may even have an STD because they're flaring in some way. And then we have this King of Swords, which is somebody who has a sword. This King of Wands, their weapon is their wand, or it's also like their sexual energy. That's what they use to manifest. This King of Swords that's coming in is a person that you cannot pull the wool over, because for one, this king is experience. They're all about like logic and reason. And, you know, this is someone who's more cerebral driven. So they like to look at the logical facts of things. This is not someone that you can manipulate. This is a person who will stand up for you. So let's say, for example, you have a child's father who does not know his place and just feels like he can constantly come in and out. Once this King of Swords comes into the picture, that's going to be the end of that, because this king is not playing any games at all. And this is someone who's rooted. Even how they're seated down with their legs open, it shows a level of like authority and confidence. And this is a person that's going to balance the scales out with you. They're going to give you the love that you deserved, and they're going to defend the relationship as you deserve. This is the type of man or woman that is sexually disciplined. It doesn't matter who's in front of them. It doesn't matter who's sitting on their lap. They're not going to have sex with you, because this is the type of person who values someone's mind and their soul and their heart more than the actual flesh. This is also someone that will want to take things slow. You may not even be able to read them off the bat. So you may even write this person off as someone who's not interested, but they have just learned that they shouldn't pour into people right off the bat, like to get to know whether someone is actually for them or not. So this may be somebody who's slightly reserved, but you've been praying or manifesting this King of Swords in some way. Others of you, this is a job that you've been manifesting, a job that will elevate your career in some way. But with justice, this is showing me that whatever was going on in your life within the last 2 years, it has been unjustified, especially from January 2022 up until now. Even if things have been, you know, peaceful, behind the scenes, you've had people conspiring against you, and now they're realizing that everything that they've done to you is now coming back full circle. This King of Wands, if this was a man that left their family, or a woman, all of their options, it's just not enticing. It was only fun when you were in the picture. It was fun when this person felt like they were doing something that they shouldn't. It was like a rush in some way. Now that this King of Wands is able to do anything that they want, it's not fun anymore. There's no thrill of it. And they may now want to come back to the person that was truly there for them. And when this King of Wands returns, there's going to be someone there in their place. Like this person is about to have a rude awakening, like so rude. You were put in a predicament where you had to basically give to others against your will or through manipulation. I also feel like because of what you went through in the past, it may have affected your work, or maybe you felt like it slowed you down, or maybe you felt like maybe you should be farther in life. but because of the kind of anguish and heartbreak that you were healing from, you're exactly where you are supposed to be. So don't be so hard on yourself, and know that everything is happening as it should. And with this Star card in reverse, some of you were dealing with people that were low-key dealing with the devil. It's like if they had a choice between, you know, doing what's right and using ulterior motives and means to get what they want, the type of people that you were connected to, maybe even this ex, they were willing to step on you, sacrifice you and anybody else who is in the picture to get to the fame or the accolades that they truly have wanted. So let me get another deck. That way I can get some additional messages. This is my own deck. If you'd like to purchase this, the link will be in the description box below. So what do you need to know, Aries placements, about November 23rd through the 30th? Career and job shifts and business shifts. This is what this past ex is having. They're getting fired, or they're getting some sort of pay cut, or they're going to have financial problems. And what you have to realize is whoever it is that did you wrong, they do this with everyone. So it's really no hard feelings because it's nothing having to do with you. So if you internalize the things that happen to you, just know that that's not your burden to carry. And with time, you're going to learn how to release the resentment and the pain and, you know, the things that you may be harboring within. We also have I wanted you for superficial reasons, image, money, benefits, maybe even looks. So this past person wanted you like a trophy wife or a husband. They knew your value. They just knew that they were not on the same level as you, or that they were not prepared for what it is that you wanted. And instead of this person being honest, they figured, hey, why not use this collective energy of Aries as a mule? And now they're paying for it. What you're going to have is money coming in, and what is being asked of you is to invest your money wisely, because there is going to be some form of unforeseen circumstance coming up. And if you have something saved up, like an emergency fund, you're not going to feel it. However, if you don't have anything saved up, it's like you're going to get caught off guard. So this is just your warning right now. We also have I love you despite the obstacles. So this future person coming into your life, if they're not here now, they're going to put you and the relationship above all, above even their parents, above even, you know, friends. This is just someone that's going to know how to prioritize the connection. They're going to know how to prioritize someone who's important to them, because in the past you may have been connected to people who would pay attention to everything but you, invest in everything else but you, and you're attracting someone who will choose you in every scenario. And the people that you were connected to in the past, remember how we talked about how they like dealing with the devil? This is what they are now. Demons. They have entity possessions, which are leading them to have some sort of mental imbalances, like multiple personality disorder, schizophrenia, things like that. To me, I feel like that's a form of energetic hijacking that's happening to someone. But yeah, we also have your friends cannot be trusted here. This is in reverse. So in the past, you had friends that were conspiring against you, and this is why you were being separated from them. Some of them may have even tried to pursue your partners or your love interests without you knowing. But now you're attracting people who are genuine. They will not do these type of, you know, grimy things behind your back. I've been using my love oil, my attracting self-love and romantic and platonic relationship oil, and ever since I created that, I swear I don't have any complaints in life. Like, not even, yeah, I may not be at the point where I want to be, where I'll feel content, but as far as like any issues, I don't even have any of those problems anymore. So if you want to check that out, the link will be in the description box. But this is also saying, because of the things that you've gone through and the lessons that you've passed, you know how to identify when someone's just being shady or when someone can't be trusted. There's a certain energy signature now, because of the type of people that you've dealt with, that it's now become familiar in your brain. You'll know when someone is cheating or being deceptive, or, you know, just having ill intentions. So you will not have to go through those same things again. From this point forward, your life is going to be completely different. So like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.